Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley and today we are doing power yoga to balance the solar plexus chakra or Manipura. And this class is designed to help us boost confidence. It is without a doubt that by challenging ourselves, stepping out of our comfort zones, doing things that maybe are a little scary for us, has a way of boosting our confidence, even if we don't necessarily succeed 100% or 100% of the time. So by doing this, it also teaches us to not be so hard on ourselves when we don't succeed or when we don't make it to whatever feat we are attempting to make it to. So this yoga practice for me has had a huge impact on my self-confidence levels. And I think part of that is the fact that okay, we can try things and do things and maybe we'll fail sometimes, but also sometimes maybe we will succeed. And even if I don't make it, even if I don't get the peak pose or whatever is going on in the yoga class, it doesn't mean that I'm a failure. It means that I tried and I can keep trying and maybe one day I can accomplish what it is that I am setting out to do. And this can, of course, be taken into our daily lives as well, so that maybe you take that leap of faith and you start that business or you do something that is scary, but that could have a great benefit on your life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze at a point out in front of you. Take a moment just to connect with yourself. Notice how you're feeling, how you're doing. Give yourself permission here in this moment to skip things as you need, to do different variations, just to allow yourself a little space. Allow yourself compassion from yourself. Understanding. Encouragement. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Gently open your eyes. Let's start in downward facing dog. Take your hands out in front of you, shoulder distance, index fingers pointing straight ahead. Grip the floor with your fingertips. Push your inner hands down. Reach your thighs back, maybe take your heels to the floor. Pull your rib cage toward your spine, activating your solar plexus chakra right above your navel. Look forward between your hands, pull yourself forward, plank pose, top of a push-up. Hold plank, push your hands down, apart and toward your feet. Slightly round your lower, middle, and upper back, like you're trying to lift your whole torso up toward the ceiling. Then back to down dog. Back to plank. Down dog. Plank. Feel free to continue like that or add a push-up, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Push up. Down dog. Feel free to use your knees on the floor for support. Plank. Chaturanga. Point elbows back. Push back up. Down dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Push up. Down dog. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms over your head. Exhale, palms in front of your heart. Reach your arms all the way up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your hips way back, ribs back, lean more weight into your heels. Lift through your sternum. Even pull your arms back a little further. Bring your arms forward as you lower your hips toward your heels. Again, weight more in your heels than your toes. Then take your bottom to the floor. Feel free to use your hands to help you. Lean back, lift your lower back in and up. Take your shins parallel to the floor. Always feel free to hold the backs of your thighs with your hands. Stay here, straighten your legs, boat pose. Breathe. Navasana. Pull your ribs back, lift your sternum, reach out through your fingers and toes. Hands behind your head, Ardha Navasana, lower halfway down. Flare your toes. Try not to take your shoulders to the floor. Navasana, lift back up. Bend your knees, lean forward. Stand up. Feel free to use your hands. Utkatasana, hands bound. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Straighten your arms. Bend your knees, thighs toward parallel to the floor. Round your spine, forehead toward your knees. Thighs back, maybe thighs toward parallel to the floor, shoulders away from your ears, onto your back. Lift your chin, reach your arms out in front of you. Lower your hips just like you did last time. Navasana, lean back, legs towards straight, hold. Ardha Navasana, hands behind your head, lower halfway down. Look at your toes. Navasana, stand up. Last one like this, arms out in front of you, parallel to the floor, thighs toward parallel back behind you. Round your spine, keep your shoulders lifting, forehead toward your knees. Watch out for arms dropping, keep them parallel to the floor. Breathe. Look forward, lean back, lower down, Navasana. Ardha Navasana, lower halfway down. Navasana, stand up, reach up, lower your arms in front of your heart. All right, bend your knees, thighs toward parallel to the floor, and then take your right arm up as you lean to your left, like a crescent pose, then twist armpit outside your thigh. Get as deep into your twist as you can, palms in front of your heart, and twist, lifting up through your sternum, maybe even gaze toward the ceiling. If your hips came up, try to drop them again. Bring your weight back to your heels, not in your toes. Stand up, arms by your side. Bend your knees, left arm up, lean to the right, twist, armpit outside your thigh. Get as deep as you can, legs even, palms in front of your heart, lift through your sternum, maybe gaze up, lower your hips a little more. Stand up, reach your arms up. Lower your hands to the floor, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward dog, straighten your arms, hips forward, thighs away from the floor, shoulders back, lift your chin. Chaturanga Dandasana. Push up plank, press back, downward dog. Whew. Step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Keep your arms up, bend your knees a little. Reach your left leg straight back, and then shift your weight from your right foot as you lower your left foot, left toes curled under, wiggle it back. Warrior one, lunge. Reach up through your fingers, pull your ribs back, and breathe here. Square your hips more forward. Bring your arms forward, parallel to the floor. From here, take your arms back behind you, shoulders back. Lift through your heart. Lift torso, lift arms. Lower your hands to the floor. Step forward, lengthen your spine. Hands to hips, shoulders back, stand up. Arms up. Bend your knees a little. Reach your right leg back. Slowly start to shift from left foot to toes curled under, right foot down, wiggle it back, ribs back, reach up through your fingers. Sit a little deeper. Try to make your hips more buoyant by pushing through your feet, lengthening through your torso. Bring your arms forward, parallel to the floor, torso parallel to the floor. Swing your arms back behind you, palms point up, push them toward the ceiling. Shoulders away from the floor. Inhale, arms up. Hands down. Step right foot forward. Forehead toward your knees. Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine. Push palms into the floor. Lift your hips as you hop back, down dog. Breathe here. Bring your feet together. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Spin your back heel to the floor. Walk your hands forward and to your left. Dog lunge, keep most of your weight in your feet. Walk your hands back. Lift your back heel vertical like you did in lunging warrior one. Reach your right arm up toward the ceiling, twist. Keep your torso twisting to the right, your legs as they are. Lift your torso up. Keep your twist, revolved warrior two. Gaze beyond your right thumb. Stay here, or take your right hand to your left thigh. Lift your left arm up and back as you crescent back a little in your torso. Lower your hands. Down dog. Take a moment to breathe. Step your left foot forward, outside your hand. Right heel down, walk hands forward and to your right. Fold in between your arms. Keep your weight in your feet. Walk your hands back. Right arm under your shoulder. Right heel up. Left arm up, twist to the left. Push length through all limbs. Revolved warrior two. Push through your feet, slowly stand up. Keep twisting to your left. Maybe even gaze beyond your left thumb. Revolved reverse warrior. Left hand to right thigh. Right arm up, keep the twist. Stretch across your right front side of your torso. Lower your hands. Downward dog. Take a moment to breathe. Feel free to skip it or plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Lower your left knee to the floor. Right hand to right thigh, lift your left arm up. Just like you did standing, lean to your right and then twist, armpit outside your thigh. Place your palms in front of your heart. You can stay here, pushing palms into each other, elbow into leg, leg into arm. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Keep your gaze at a steady point for balance. Now, we're aiming to shift weight. So instead of jumping or hopping, you're going to lean your weight forward into your right foot. Pull your left heel more vertical. Look down. Now try to take left knee next to right knee, foot off the floor, flamingo. Reach left leg back, foot to floor, lower your knee, untwist, dog, breathe. Left foot forward between your hands, right knee to the floor, left hand to thigh, right arm up, twist, lean to the left, armpit outside your thigh. Get as deep as you can, unround your upper back, palms in front of your heart. Stay here, or curl back toes under, lift back knee. Stay here, or pull yourself forward, push down through your left foot and back, right knee to left knee, foot off the floor. Right foot back, slow. Knee to the floor, untwist, downward dog. Feel free to skip or plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step your feet to the middle of your mat. Bend your knees, come into a squat. Lean your weight back, keep your knees together. Take your left hand behind your hips with your fingers pointing back to the wall behind you. Take your right arm up, lean to the left and twist, armpit outside your thigh. Get as deep as you can. From here, gaze beyond your left shoulder. Feel free to stay here or take your hands to the floor, shoulder distance, then start to lean your weight forward in between your arms. Push your outer left thigh into your right arm to help lift your hips. From here, lean a little more forward. Maybe, if you're able to, lift one or both feet off the floor without hopping. Just in a lean, breathe. Try to keep your knees stacked instead of right knee going beyond left knee. Stay here or even straighten your left arm. Lower down. All right, take your right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm up, twist. Get as deep as you can. Lengthen. Gaze beyond your right shoulder. Stay here. Or hands to the floor, shoulder distance. Lean toward your hands. Push your outer right leg into your left thigh, or your outer right leg into your left elbow. Lean forward. Lift one or both feet. Push right hip away from shoulder. Maybe even straighten your right arm. Slowly come out. Great. Lower all the way down onto your bottom. Take your legs out to the sides. From here, keep your toes and knees pointing up and start to fold between your legs. Just take a few moments to soften your breath, soften your eyebrows, soften your jaw. Lengthen your spine, sit up, bend your right knee, pull your heel toward your hip, foot to inner thigh, turn toward your left leg and fold forward, forehead toward your knee. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Keep your legs as they are. Turn your torso to the right. Right arm up, lean to the left, left shoulder towards your left thigh. You can also take left hand or forearm to the floor inside your leg and just reach your right arm beyond your ear. If you can take your whole side to your thigh, feel free to do so, but only do that if you can stay sideways. Then grab your outer foot with your right hand, inner foot with your left hand, if your side is connected to your thigh. If not, just reach through your top arm beyond your foot. Slowly sit back up. Use your right hand to take your right knee up and take your right leg straight out to the right. Use your left hand to bend your left knee. Pull your heel towards your inner thigh. Turn towards your right leg and fold forward. Forehead toward your knee. Slowly sit up. Just to the left, right hand and knee. Left arm up. Keep the twist, lean to your right. Again, either right hand or forearm inside your leg, arm beyond your ear, or side to thigh, holding foot with left hand outer edge, right hand inner edge, twisting open. Slowly lift back up. Use your hand to unbind your leg. Bend both of your knees. Lie on your back. Bridge pose. Walk your shoulders underneath you toward your spine. Push your head, shoulders, feet down, feet hip distance. Point your toes straight ahead and lift your hips. Grab onto your outer mat or interlace your fingers underneath your hips. Walk your shoulders in again. Really focus on pushing the space above your navel, below your rib cage, toward the ceiling. Outer hips toward the ceiling. Inner feet, inner thighs toward the floor. Chin away from your chest. Release your hands. Lower your hips. Let your knees go side to side, windshield wiper. From inside your legs, grab outside your feet. Happy baby. Push feet and hands into each other. Gently rock side to side. Massaging your middle back, right behind the solar plexus. Slide your hands to the tops of your ankles, heels toward your sitting bones, feet apart. And just let your legs relax open to the sides as you hold your legs up with your hands. And slowly pull your legs in. Wrap your elbows around your legs. Give yourself a hug. Focus on deep belly breaths as you move into Shavasana. Let your arms rest by your side, palms face up, legs out to the sides. Allow your toes to point out. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Take a full breath in. Exhale with a sigh. Bring gentle movements back into your body. Stretch your arms over your head, reaching arms and legs away from each other. And gently bend your knees. Roll over to one side. Slowly press yourself back to seated. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. I hope you got exactly what you needed. If you liked this class, please hit the like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you love what you did today and you want more, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications so that you get notified when I post new content. Have a wonderful rest of your day.